Hi guys, out again. This time doing the Hadrians wall. I think this is part 4. Just starting off at the temple. So yeah, it's forecast to be partly cloudy and about 18 degrees today. So nice walking weather and views not bad. So I reckon we're going to do about 8 miles a day. Head up past Housteads, Sycamore Gap. I think it's Town Crag or Steel Rig. I think it's Steel Rig today. Hello, you're brave. Right, so we're just going to go down and have a look at this little temple, see what that's all about, and then come back up and rejoin the walk. So yeah, looking forward to this. This is a bit more of the sort of scenic part of Hadrian's Wall now. You're up on the top, and as I say, you've got Sycamore Gap and that to see. So let's go. There you are. There's a bit of information about the temple. There. Nice. To be honest, I was expecting something a bit bigger. Not that I'm disappointed or nothing, but yeah, I was expecting something a little bit bigger. Never mind. Right, onwards to the wall, which you can see, follow the people. Going to start getting busy today, I think. As I said in my previous video, this is the main sort of tourist stretch, if you like, around Housteads, Sycamore Gap. So I imagine there's going to be quite a few people today, and it is the back of the school holidays, near the end sort of end of the bank holiday week, if you know what I mean. Right. Right, we're just walking across meadows again. There's lots of sheep and cows. Keep him on the lead. You can just make out the faint path of the grass where people have trodden on it. Hey, to be honest, you can't go wrong, because for now you just basically, you know, keep alongside the road, and there are signposts and stiles that give you a clue to where you're heading. But if you can see, I sort of, hold on a minute, we're going to go along the top of there, along that top ridge. Sycamore Gaps over there in the dip, the far end, and then Steel Rig, which is like walking on the top of a cliff, and there's like a lake at the bottom, and a nice little car park. There's a lovely pub down from there called the Twice Brewed. So there's very nice beer, and I might even pop in there for a cheeky one, because that's where I'm going to meet my good lady at the end. So I think I might deserve myself a pint. But as I said, you can see the views now. Look at, there's the little AD122 shuttle bus that runs along part of the wall that walkers can get. You know, if you're not lucky enough to have a car where you end, it does only run along some parts of the wall though, so you might want to check. I think it basically goes from like Greenhead to, I don't know if it, I don't think it goes down the wall, I'm not sure, but might go as far as Chester's, I don't know, but just double check, because I was thinking there was a bus around the whole length of the wall, and there's not. But anyway, there is one there part of the wall. I think you can also book like a baggage handler. So if you are walking and while you're camping, or you know, bed and breakfasting, you can arrange to get your bags moved from one place to another, and you can just walk with your day pack on, and when you get there, your bag will be dropped off waiting for you. So that's handy to know as well. So yeah, so we'll just continue on, just over a mile in. Perfect weather, nice breeze, keep it cool, and a bit of cloud. So yeah, getting the views in today. And down here, there's another little remnant part of the wall. You do see bits and bobs. How peaceful it is though. You just hear the bird song and the occasional car. So yeah, that's where we're heading. Keep on going. Look at that though. Lovely. Get out and do it. That's my advice. Right, we're at a place called Sewing Shields now. There's a little sign. And there's the military road viewing off now. So we're heading sort of straight up towards them trees, I believe. And we've basically followed the military road all the way from heading on the wall, and we'll leave it now. I don't think we'll meet back up with it. You can, not if you stay on the wall anyway. Obviously if you walk down like the Twice Brood or Vindalonda, you will meet up with it again. But yeah, so we'll leave that now, and we'll get more sort of out in the country, away from the busy road, up on the hills. A little bit more peaceful. As I say, it's not a bad path to follow really, because it's quite obvious where the path goes. It is well signposted in places, and as I say, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but when you're actually walking it, you can see the sort of faint path that's probably about 3 foot wide, where it's getting trodden on. It just keeps the grass that little bit shorter. You just follow that. Yeah, that's where we've been. That's where we're going. You can pick up the odd bit of ruin, sort of around there, down here and back again. I think that's the Mile Castles. You know, it's basically like a strong torrent, every Roman mile, which is not a kick in the off a English mile, if you like, and it was just to fortify the defences a bit. So every mile had a stronghold in case the enemy attacks from the north. I believe every now and again as well, they had sort of like toll entrances in the wall, if you like. We do see one soon, where people could come from the north or from the south, and they could go through the wall, if you like, but they'd have to pay a toll. So, you know, it wasn't just a case of no one's allowed in. There you go, there's a good little ruin there. Come on, you. That where the wall's sort of sunk in the middle there, look. Bad foundations, that. Clerk of Works should have failed that one. Anyway, so yeah, there's like a sort of where traders would obviously pay the Romans to travel through from the north to the south, or the south to the north. And yeah, obviously Hadrian picked this part of the country for the wall because it's the narrowest really, and you've got to remember back in the day, you know, most of England, a lot of Northumberland, was very good grazing land, you know, and also the soil in most places is very fertile, You know, so for growing crops and grazing your sheep and your cows, it was worth keeping a hold of, shall we say. I think that's why the Vikings came originally. You know, they came over here and plundered the monasteries for the gold and the jewels, silver, etc. And then they realised that England was a little bit more fertile than Norway and Scandinavia, and they realised that it was a lot easier to grow crops and have a farm of animals. So yeah, that's a bit of a history lesson for you. There we go. Let's head up that tree and see what's up there. Now we are going to pass a place called Sycamore Gap. It is on one of my earlier videos when I went walking in the rain, and it's a very well known film filmed there. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, starring Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman, as well as what's that lad's name, man? He was in Broken Arrow. Christian Slater, that's him. He's in it. There's a few other people. Alan Rickman, he plays a great part. So anyway, I digress. Yeah, so they filmed that there. So on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, it shows you Robin coming back to England. He gets off the boat at the White Cliffs of Dover. He goes up on the hill, and this, by movie magic, the next scene, he's travelled hundreds and hundreds of miles, and he's in the heart of Northumberland, which obviously on the film it's probably more like meant to be on the south coast. But there's a scene where the little laddie's in the tree and the sheriff's chasing him, and Kevin and Morgan come to rescue him. And that is Sycamore Gap, basically in the centre of Britain on Hadrian's Wall. There you go, movie magic. So we're going to have a look at that place as well. Not a bad place to stop and have a bit of lunch, is it? Look at that. A whole place to myself. Here's a better example of a Mile Castle look, as an illustration what it would look like. Just pause the video if you want to have a bit of read of that. Right, and then we'll just head up the path to the left hand side of that little cottage and up past the left hand side of the trees. Slowly gaining elevation. You can probably hear the winds picking up a little, well, it's not windy, just a little bit breezy. You might hear it on the microphone. There's the road over there in the distance. So you can see we're just veering off slowly from that. So we've just walked through them woods there. Nice little spot. And back out onto the top. Whew. A little bit out of breath because it's just all uphill now. Just past a pair of walkers in the wet. It's all uphill for a few miles, that is all. Thanks for reminding us. But it's good for you. So there you go, here's a bit more of the wall. You can see how wide it was. You know, and obviously also on the flatter ground they used to have to put ditches in, but here they didn't bother. They made use of the geography and put the wall right on the ridge line. So as you could imagine, if you were, you know, on guard, patrolling the wall and you're seeing some dodgy fella, you know, coming towards you, you'll have plenty of time because, you know, you can see for miles, you know, so it'll give you a good bit of time to get ready, and then whoever it was would have to come and climb up this steep bank before you even got to the bottom of the wall, by which time they would probably be quite tired and you would have the higher ground and have quite an advantage. So by building the wall up on the top, we would have saved a lot of man hours as well, digging ditches, etc. And obviously the views. I think that's the Cheviot way over there. Looks like it because it's big. And then you've got like the Tyne Valley, County Durham, and then Cumbria over there. Look, I think that's the Hartside way over there. Look, Hartside Pass. And then you can't see, but over the top of there, you see the Lake District. But seeing a couple of people every sort of 10-15 minutes, but still not busy really. Beautiful though. I've wanted to do this walk for a while now. The Great Glen was on me, top me hit list, and as you know I did that last year, and I got the appetite for this. So yeah, so just doing it in daily stages for now, and then probably once I get sort of past Greenhead, more towards Brampton, I might do it. Take a couple of days off work and do a Chicky Wild camp. See what happens. That's the beauty of it, you know, you can just decide, see what takes me fancy. Now here's a bit of ruin. Look, this would have been quite a size. I think that's a sign there, so we'll go and see what that is, because it looks too big to be a mile castle. Oh, look here. But you can see there, look how wide the wall was all the way around. So quite a good defence. You know, when you think probably back then they didn't have siege weapons. I don't know, actually they might have done, I don't know. But it would have took some knocking down the wall anyway. Oh, there you are. Oh, stone shields. Right. Alright, so unlike most mile castles, stone shields did not provide a gateway through the frontier. That's what I was on about before, you see, where you could travel through the wall. Alright, so these structures actually, it wasn't just a garrison, they actually had like a smithies where they would work with iron and bronze. Wow. There's an artist's impression of what it looked like. Crikey. Amazing, isn't it? It's just a shame, isn't it? It's still not standing, you know. Just over time it's been pilfered and weathered and worn away. It's been amazing to see the wall, you know, fully rebuilt along a stretch of here, even just for a couple of 100 metres. I'm surprised no one's ever tried to do it, you know, got permission, but there'll be some reason why. There's just two walkers coming over the horizon there. That looks like a trig point on the top. It's not the highest point in the wall, though I know where that is, because I've camped there at the bottom of it before at the campsite. So that's to come. But yeah, let's continue on. Just a point of caution, if you're walking along here, you've got children or pet animals, dogs, be careful, because quite a lot of this is just a sheer drop just off the edge, so just take a bit of care because it does get a bit sketchy. And I know through experience as well, if you come and it's raining as we get further on and you get the steps that go up and down past Sycamore Gap and that, it does get quite slippy. So just a bit of advice. Right, I don't know if you can see that there, that's Housesteads. So we're just gonna, you can see where the people are coming down, so we're gonna follow around, up through them trees and over the top of there, over the top of that hill. I think it's Sycamore Gap, and then not far from that is a finish point where the car park is. Oh, that breeze is nice. So we'll just come from up there, down, follow the wall, around here, and we're currently, just 1 second, 4.64 mile in. So we've gone past the halfway stage, but it's up and down now. Where you can see there, it's up and down. It's hard work. Some people say this is the hardest part, and I agree with them, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. There we go, there's Housesteads Roman Fort. There is a big car park here, a gift shop and a cafe, but I think you've got to walk up the hill from the car park, so if you are parking here to come to Housesteads, just be mindful you can't park right at the fort. I think you can drive up close at the fort if you're disabled, etc. But generally the car park's on the Military Road. You park there and you walk up the hill. So we're not going into Housesteads today, because it's not about really viewing, visiting the fort, it's about just doing them all. So we'll just skirt around the outside, around the perimeter. You can see there's another little mile castle there, another turret, and there's the path going up the hill. There you go, Sycamore Gap. Probably one of the most famous trees in England, if not Britain. We're getting some shade. Right, there's the pub just there, twice brewed in. That's my extraction point for today. So we're just going to walk down this path where it meets the road, where that dry stone wall is, and then head down there to the pub for a nice cold one. Right. About 7 3/4 miles in, so nearly an 8 mile a day. It's quite hot and it is a bit of a tough one, so it's a good place to stop. Another 8 mile done, and yeah, got to see the sycamore tree, Sycamore Gap, and then I think after this we'll go up to the highest point of Hadrian's Wall, so get some good views on that on the next video, and then head towards Greenhead. And to be honest, I haven't really done any research after that. So I've never been down that way, so that'd be exciting. See where we end up, see what we see. But yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye for now, and just finish the walk off at the roadside. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about the walk, just drop us a comment, and if I know the answer, I'll certainly tell you. And yeah, so keep safe, and we'll see you on the next one.